Hi folks, this is Birdsong back with you. To some of you, I'm known as Professor Birdsong because I teach at the Berry Law School. I teach criminal law, I lecture on criminal law, and I also collect criminal law stories, particularly the weird criminal law stories. I put them on my blog, and hopefully you'll go to birdsongslaw.com and read some of them. In the meantime, let me read some for you. These stories come from November of 2008. They're on my blog. Brighton, England. Adam Hinton, 32, was fined several $100s in mid-August 2008 for having loud sex and breaching a noise abatement order that neighbors had complained for 2 years about Hinton, his girlfriend Carrie Norris, and their noisy romps in her apartment. Now, the British court has banned Hinton from going within 100 meters of Norris's one-bedroom apartment. To this, Birdsong says that if the apartments are rockin', seems the British court will come a-knockin'. How about that, folks? All right, Queens, New York. Police detectives in Queens, New York believe the theft of 8 Torahs worth up to about $400,000 that were taken from a Queens synagogue was an inside job. Bernard Navis, president of the synagogue, said not only was there no sign of a break-in, but the thief had to use 4 keys to open the ark containing the Torahs, donated to the synagogue over the past 60 years. Temple officials said that there were 3 sets of keys at the synagogue. No arrest has been made. Birdsong says, is there nothing sacred in this world anymore? Be on the lookout for Torahs on eBay. Now here's a follow-up 2 weeks later to the same story. It comes out of Queens, New York. Follow-up to the previous story. Later, police report that a cash-strapped janitor swiped the 8 Torahs valued at $400,000 from the Queens synagogue and hid the sacred scrolls in a friend's closet. His name, Eric Geraldo, 23, was a custodian at the synagogue, and his friend, Alan Lozano, 28, were both charged with grand larceny and possession of stolen property. If convicted, both men face up to 15 years in jail for stealing Torahs. Birdsong says they should have sold them on eBay when they had the chance. All right, let's move on to Florida. Florida deputies were forced to taser an escaped emu, that's an emu, named Plop Plop after it went crazy. An emu is a giant Australian bird which does not fly, and he can run very fast. They used the taser on the runaway bird, and the bird did not get a chance to say, "Don't tase me, bro," before it was taken to a vet where it made a full recovery. This is not what police departments had in mind when they were handing out tasers. Plop Plop, the emu. Illinois. An Illinois sheriff is locking himself behind bars voluntarily so he can better understand the inmate experience. However, while real inmates bunk together, Sheriff Mark Curran will bunk alone for safety reasons, to which Birdsong says do not bend over in the shower to pick up the soap. Finally, from Indiana, speaking of jail news, here's one about a guy who likes jail so much that he waited all of 12 hours after being released before he broke the law and was arrested again. Darren Roberts had been released from an Indiana jail after serving a stint for auto theft. He then promptly stole another car. Then he led police on a high-speed chase, and he was caught. He's going back to jail. To which Birdsong says, at least this loser is consistent, don't you think? This has been Birdsong. I'll be